Hi, I am Nandana Srikumar. I am pursuing BTech in Computer Science and Engineering. Now I successfully completed the MERN Stack internship in Wsa Academy. The title of my project is Food Ordering Web Application, also called Food Project App. This project is a complete full stack web application developed using the MERN Stack, which consists of MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. Throughout this internship, I learned how to build a real world web application from the beginning to the final stage. This project helped me understand how different technologies work together to create a modern web application. I learned how to design an attractive user interface, create backend APIs, connect the application with a database, implement secure user authentication, integrate an online payment system, and organize the project using a proper folder structure. Before joining this internship, I had only theoretical knowledge of web development. However, during this internship, I gained practical experience by developing this complete application step by step. This project has improved my programming skills, problem solving ability, debugging techniques, and confidence in full stack development. It also helped me understand the complete software development process, starting from planning and designing the application to implementing different features and testing them. The main objective of this project is to provide users with a simple, secure, user friendly platform where they can easily browse restaurants, explore different food items, add their favorite dishes to the cart, complete secure online payments, and place food orders from anywhere. Nowadays, online food ordering has become a part of our daily lives because it saves time and provides convenience to customers. Keeping this real world requirement in mind, I developed this food ordering web application. In today's presentation, I will explain every part of my project in detail. I will begin by discussing the objective of the project, followed by the technologies used, project architecture, folder, structured database, design, authentication process, different modules such as restaurants, menu cart, order, and payment, the challenges I faced during development, the solutions I implemented, the skills I gained throughout the internship, and the future improvements that can be added to this application. I hope this presentation gives you a clear understanding of my project and the knowledge I gained during my MERN Stack internship. Thank you, and now let me begin my project presentation. Now, I would like to explain the main objective of my project. The primary objective of developing this food ordering web application is to make the food ordering process simple, fast, secure, and convenient for users. In today's busy world, people often do not have enough time to visit restaurants, wait for a table, or stand in long queues to order food. Most people prefer using online platforms because they can order food anytime and from anywhere using their mobile phones or computers. Keeping this real life situation in mind, I developed this web application as a solution to simplify the food ordering process. This application provides a user friendly interface where customers can create an account, log in securely, browse different restaurants, explore available food items, add their favorite dishes to the shopping cart, and place orders with just a few clicks. The application is designed in such a way that even a first time user can easily understand how to use it without any difficulty. I focused on making the interface simple, clean, and responsive so that users can enjoy a smooth experience. Another important objective of this project is to provide secure user authentication. Every user must register and then log in into access personalized features such as viewing their cart, placing orders, and checking their order history. This helps protect users' information and ensures that only authorized users can access their own accounts. I implemented JWT Authentication to achieve this security. The project also aims to help restaurant owners organize their food items and customer orders in an efficient manner. Instead of manually managing customers' orders, the application stores all the required information in the database. This reduces paperwork, minimizes errors, and makes order management much easier. Another objective is to provide a secure online payment system. I integrated the Stripe payment gateway so that users can make online payments safely. This feature makes the ordering process more convenient and reliable because customers can complete their payment without leaving the application. From an educational perspective, this project helped me understand the complete process of developing a full stack web application. It gave me practical experience in front end development, back end programming, database management, API development, authentication, payment integration, and debugging. Through this project, I learned how different technologies work together to build a real world application. Overall, this project not only solved a real life problem but also helped me improve my technical knowledge and software development skills. Next now I would like to explain the technologies used in my project. Since this is a full stack web application, I use different technologies for the front end, back end database authentication, image management, and payment processing. Each technology has a specific role and together they help the application function smoothly. First, I use React.js for front-end development. React is a JavaScript library developed by Facebook that is widely used for building modern and interactive user interfaces. React follows a component-based architecture, which means the user interface is divided into small reusable components. This makes the application easier to develop, maintain, and update. React also provides faster rendering, better performance, and a smooth user experience. To improve the development experience, I use the Vite as the build tool. Vite is a modern front-end development tool that provides extremely fast startup, quick page refresh, and efficient development. It helps developers save time because changes made in the code are reflected immediately in the browser through hot module replacement. This made my development process faster and more productive. For managing application data, I use Redux Toolkit. In a large application, different pages need to share common information such as a user details, cart items, login status, and orders information. Redux Toolkit provides centralized state management, making it easy to access and update data throughout the application. This reduces unnecessary code and improves application performance. To connect the front end with the back end, I used Axios. Axios is an HTTP client that sends requests from the React application to the Express server. It supports different request methods such as get, post, put, and delete. Every time the user logins in, adds an item to the cart, or places an order, Axios sends the request to the backend and receives the appropriate response. For backend development, I used Node.js, which is a JavaScript runtime environment. Node.js allows JavaScript code to run outside the browser, making it suitable for server-side programming. It is known for its speed, scalability, and ability to handle multiple requests efficiently. Along with Node.js, I use Express.js, which is a lightweight web framework. Express simplifies server-side programming by providing routing, middleware support, request handling, and API creation. It helps organize the backend code and makes API development much easier. For data storage, I used MongoDB Atlas, which is a cloud-based SQL database. MongoDB stores information is flexible JSON-like documents instead of traditional tables. This makes it easy to manage data such as users, restaurants, menus, food items, cards, and orders. Using MongoDB, Atlas also allows the application to access database securely from anywhere. To secure user accounts, I implemented JWT or JSON Web Token Authentication when a user logins in successfully. The server generates a unique token. This token is used to verify the user's identity whenever they access protected pages or perform secure operations. JWT helps maintain user sessions while keeping the application secure. For storing food images and restaurant images, I integrated Cloudinary. Instead of saving images files directly in the project, Cloudinary stores them in a cloud storage and provide optimized image URLs. This improves application performance and reduces storage requirement on the server. For online payment processing, I integrated the Stripe payment gateway. Stripe is a trusted and secure payment platform used by businesses worldwide. It allows customers to complete online payments safely. After successful payment, the application confirms the orders and stores the payment details. During development, I used Visual Studio Code as my code editor because it provides useful features such as syntax highlighting, debugging tools, extensions, and Git integrations. I also used Git and GitHub for version control, which helped me manage changes in the project and keep backups for my code. Additionally, I used Postman to test APIs before connecting them with the frontend. This helps me verify that every API was working correctly. Overall, each technology used in the project plays an important role. Together, they provide a powerful, secure, and efficient platform for developing a modern full-stack food ordering web application. Now, I would like to explain the architecture of my food ordering web application. The application is developed using the MERN Stack architecture, which consists of four major technologies: MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. Each technology has specific responsibilities, and together they work as a complete full-stack web developed application. The front end of my project is developed using React.js. This is a part of the application that users can see and interact with. It includes all the web pages such as home pages, login pages, registration pages, restaurant pages, menu page, cart page, checkout page, payment page, and user profile page. React provides a fast and interactive user interface, making the application responsive and easy to use. Whenever a user clicks a button, searches for food, adds an item to the cart, or places an order, these actions are first handled by the React frontend. After receiving the user's action, the frontend sends an HTTP request to the backend using Axios. The backend of the application is developed using Node.js, Express.js. The backend acts as the brain of the application because it processes all requests, performs business logic, validates user data, and communicates with the database. For example, when a user logins into the backend, checks whether the email and password are correct. If the credentials are valid, the backend generates a JWT Authentication token and sends it back to the frontend. Similarly, when a user places an order, the backend verifies the request, stores the order information, and returns a confirmation message. The backend communicates with MongoDB Atlas, which is a database used in the project. MongoDB stores all the important information required for the application, including user details, restaurant information, food items, shopping cart details, orders history, and payment records. Whenever the backend needs to save new information or retrieve existing data, it sends queries to MongoDB. After MongoDB processes the request, it returns the requirement data to the backend, and the backend sends the response back to the frontend. Finally, the frontend displays the information to the user. This complete process happens within a few seconds, giving users a smooth and responsive experience. One of the major advantages of using the MERN Stack architecture is that the frontend, backend, and databases are independent but work together efficiently. This makes the project easier to develop, maintain, and upgrade in the future. Overall, the MERN architecture provides better scalability, faster performance, improved security, and clean structure for full stack application development. Now, I would like to explain the folder next the front end explanation. Now I would like to explain the front end part of my project. The front end is the part of the application that users directly interact with. It is designed using React.js, which allows the creation of fast, responsive, and reusable users interfaces. When the application starts, users first see the home page. This page welcomes users and provides easy navigation to different sections of the application. Users can view available restaurants, explore food categories, and learn about the services offered by the application. If a new user wants to use the application, they first need to register by entering their personal details. After successful registration, they can log in using their email addresses and password. Once logged in, users can browse restaurants and view different food items with images, prices, descriptions, and categories. Users can add their favorite food items to the shopping cart. The cart page displays all selected items along with quantity controls and the total amount. If users change their minds, they can easily remove items or update quantities before proceeding to checkout. To checkout pages displays the order summary and redirects using to the Stripe payment page for secure online payment. After successful payment, users receive an order confirmation and application stores the order details in the database. Throughout the application, React Router is used for navigation, Redux Toolkit manages application data, and Axios connects the front end with backend APIs. Overall, the front end provides a smooth, interactive, and user-friendly experience that makes online food ordering simple and convenient. Next, now I would like to explain the backend part of my food ordering web application. The backend is one of the most important parts of this project because it is responsible for processing users' requests, managing business logic, handling authentication, interacting with the database, and ensuring the smooth functioning of the entire application. I developed the backend using Node.js and Express.js because they provide a fast, scalable, and efficient environment for building server-side applications. Whenever a user performs an action on the front end, such as registering a new account, logging in, viewing a restaurant, adding items to the cart, or placing an order, the request is sent to the backend. The backend first receives the request through the appropriate API route. Then the corresponding controller processes the request, validates the user input, performs the required business logic, communicates with the MongoDB database, and finally sends a response back to the front end. For example, when a new user registers, the backend checks whether the email already exists. If the email is unique, the password is securely encrypted before being stored in the database. During login, the backend verifies the email and password. If the credentials are correct, a JWT token is generated and sent to the user. This token is used for authentication whenever the user accesses protected pages. The backend also manages restaurants, food items, cards, orders, and payments. Every controller has a specific responsibility, making the project modular and easy to maintain. By separating different functionalities into different controllers, the code becomes cleaner and easier to understand. Overall, the backend acts as the bridge between the frontend and the database, ensuring that all information is processed accurately and securely. Now, I would like to explain the database, which is a cloud-based NoSQL database. Unlike traditional relational databases, MongoDB stores data in the form of flexible JSON-like documents. This makes it easy to store and retrieve information without requiring complex table structures. In my application, MongoDB stores different types of information such as user details, restaurant information, menu items, food items, details, shopping cart item, data, customer orders, and payment information. Each type of information is stored in a separate collection. For example, the users collection stores customer information while the orders collection stores order details. Whenever a user performs an operation such as registering or placing an order, the backend communication with MongoDB to save or retrieve the required data. Since MongoDB Atlas is a cloud-based application, can securely access the database from anywhere with an internet connection. Using MongoDB made the application faster, flexible, and easier to develop. Next is the authentication process step. Security is an important feature of every web application. In my project, I implemented user authentication using JSON Web Token, commonly known as JWT. This ensures that only authenticated users can access protected pages and perform important actions such as placing orders. When a user registers, the password is encrypted before storing it into the database. During login, the backend verifies the entered credentials. If the login is successful, the server generated a JWT token and sends it to the frontend. This token is stored securely and it is sent with future requests to verify the user identity. I also implemented authentication middlewares which checks whether the user have a valid token before allowing access to protected APIs. If the token is missing or invalid, the user is redirected to the login page. This improves the security of the application and protects users' information from unauthorized access. Next, the payment integration. One of the important features of my project is the online payment system. For this purpose, I integrated the Stripe payment gateway. Stripe is one of the most trusted and widely used online payment platforms in the world. It provides a secure and reliable method for processing digital payments. When users complete their shopping and proceed to checkout, they are redirected to the Stripe payment page. Here they can enter the payment details and complete the transaction securely. Once the payment is successful, the application confirms the order and stores the order information in the MongoDB database. If the payment fails, the application displays an appropriate error message so that users can try again. This integration makes the application more practical and provides a complete online food ordering experiences. During the development of this project, I faced several challenges that helped me improve my problem-solving skills. Initially, I experienced difficulties while connecting the React frontend with the Express backend. There were API connection errors that required careful debugging. I also faced issues while configuring MongoDB Atlas and establishing a successful database connection. Another challenge was implementing Redux Toolkit because I need to understand how global state management works. Managing card data, login status, and user information required proper state management. I also encountered some routing issues, authentication problems, and payment integration errors while working with Stripe. Uploading images using Cloudinary also required careful configuration. Although these challenges were difficult at first, I solved them by testing each feature carefully, reading the documentation, debugging my code, and applying the concept learned during the internship. This experience improved my confidence and practical development skills. Finally, I would like to conclude my presentation by saying that this internship has been a wonderful learning experience for me. Before joining the Wsa Mern Stack internship, I had only basic knowledge of web development. Through this internship, I learned how to build a complete full stack web application from scratch using modern technologies. Developing the food ordering web application helped me understand front-end development, back-end development, database management, authentication, payment integration, API development, and project organization. More importantly, I learned how different technologies work together to solve real-world problems. This project also improved my confidence, programming skills, debugging technologies, and problem-solving ability. Every challenge I faced during development became an opportunity to learn something new. I now have a better understanding of software development and feel more confident in working on full stack web application. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to WSA Academy, my mentors, and everyone who guided and supported me throughout this internship. Their guidance and encouragement helped me successfully complete this internship, successfully complete this project and improve my technical knowledge. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to present my project. I hope my presentation has provided a clear understanding of the food ordering web application and the knowledge I gained during this internship. I sincerely appreciate your time, attention and patience. If you have Thank you.